color. I was really inspired by the color of it. I was so focused on black and white photography for the past years. The platinum printing, everything to really perfection that way of looking also. I mean, you have your view, you sharpen your view towards the black and white photography, because you just can't take a color picture and turn it black and white and then all of a sudden expect it to have the same impact. You have to take a black and white picture when you take it. It was one of those days, I was in Paris at Tirol, where I usually buy my specimens, my insects. And I was going through the drawers like always, you know, and with my loupe and going through all the little heroes and having this black and white view on things, you know, what I've been doing for the past years. And all of a sudden there was a cicada wing and it was in color. And of course it was color like everything else, but this was different. It was just a, yeah, it was a, I don't know if you can call it a revelation, but it was just like something that I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is actually, this can only be told in color. So I didn't have any vision or anything like that. I was just looking for something else, and there it was, something completely different, for me at least. I do print all my own work, and I developed into a certain technique in black and white, the platinum technique, and now in color, the technique that I do. But I always use Japanese paper. It's the beautiful thing about these very thin Japanese papers are that they're very durable. So you can put them through various treatments of either chemistry or water or clearing agents and stuff like that, and they don't really break, even though they're as fragile as tissue paper. Of course, when they're wet, you know, they're very fragile, but still manageable. Everything comes together when the paper is dry, and the paper also reflects this fragile sensation of the objects that I take pictures of. So if I take a picture of something very fragile, I love the idea that the paper is also very fragile, because it mimics somehow the feeling of the structure of the specimen, and these cicadas in combination with the color and the paper, I think it just works beautifully. I took no artistic license in terms of coming up with colors for the specimens. They are selected specifically, you know, how they look and the colors and how vivid they are. They are just breathtaking. Sitting at the microscope and I'm looking at them and I'm lighting the background, and it is just, you're in awe. I mean, the sense of humor that nature has is just unbelievable. The only thing that I did then in harmony, or what my artistic license, so to speak, is that I look at the colors that I can see in the specimen itself, and then I create lighting backgrounds in color. And I have various ways to make this happen, because at the end of the day, if you take a look at the pictures, they don't look like photographs because you don't have any photographic light reflexes or anything like that in those pictures. Actually, it is a little, it's a little complicated to light something so it doesn't look like it's being photographed, and creating those backgrounds out of various tricks. It is a little bit like analog Photoshop, I would assume, and working with layers and stuff like that. But I do this in this weird glass étagé with, like, oh, this is a layer of red and this is a layer of green, and this actually merges into that, and then it's a little lighter here and there. So everything at the end, you know, when you look at it from the top, you know, everything blends together. So yeah, artistic license in terms of color for the specimens, no way, no need to. They are crazy as they are. I do all my photography as analog, so I shoot everything in film, analog film, and it's mostly large format. So the microscopic work that I do is usually 4x5 inch black and white or color negative. The underwater work that I do is my own camera that I built. It's a 9x14 inch or 24x36 centimeter large format negative. that I then platinum print from the original negative from. Yeah, I never really gotten into digital photography. Maybe one day I will, but right now analog is for me the way to go. What does fascinate me about the natural world? I mean, there's so much fascinating little details that you can find and encounter if you just look for it. You know, if you figure out how to see certain things. It doesn't need us. You know, it doesn't need us. It doesn't. Nothing out there is depending on us. Nothing. No fish in the ocean. No tree. Nothing. No bird in the sky needs us. We are actually on this planet, and it's a privilege. And I'm looking for something that kind of, yeah, that captures my heart. And yeah, so all of a sudden there was color.